Hey guys, it's been a little while since we've been in the house now. We haven't really actually done much since Cedar and I have gotten here, mainly because we had to finish up one build. It was just like a mini build that was kind of scheduled and delivered right after we got here, and then Adam also has been working on another build, so not much has happened in the house. And that's okay, because we're just getting settled and figuring the place out and everything like that. But I thought I'd give you an update because some things have changed since that original tour that I did. So let's get into it. Right now we're in the sunroom, and we found out that the main wall of the house, which is right here beside me, this brown color you can see, that's actually the original cedar shake of the house. So we're gonna just leave that painted. And then up on the ceiling right there, we're gonna do tongue and groove cedar like we normally do in our vans. And on the exterior walls, like underneath the windows, that will probably also be tongue and groove cedar. Maybe we'll paint it white. I have no idea. That is so far from my minds right now, because wait till you see the house. We're in the front entryway, and as you can see, there's a huge hole up here, hole here, hole here, hole here. Soon to be huge hole right here, which will then be the door to the basement for our updated kitchen, but that's not happening for a while, but the hole will be here soon. Okay, we're in the living room looking back to the dining room. That wall right there, that actually is the wall that's going to be coming out between the dining room and the kitchen. Adam already tore part of it out, but he had to leave the framing because it's a support wall. So we need to get like laminated beams and stuff for that. So that's just temporarily drywalled so that cedar can't come in and out of this space, because this space is like super dirty. The cool fireplace thingy, that's actually coming out because we may put a small wood stove in at some point. Not a priority right now, but we need to get rid of this because it's just like a drafty area. So we're gonna get a mason in who's gonna like brick that all up for us. So eventually you're gonna see this chimney behind me extend into the kitchen, and that will be the walking path into the kitchen. And then along the wall right here, where this kind of like weird doorway is, that will all be a peninsula. So I did show you the plans, and the kitchen is changing, but nothing's really changed since I've shown that to you. So I'm not gonna show that to you now. But what I will do is tell you that there is a bathroom there, because many people have said, put a bathroom on your main floor. There is one. The door will not be there forever. It's gonna be in the back entryway so that you don't have people trying to like poop when you're cooking, because that's gross. Back to the chimney. So you can see the chimney behind me, and you can see the support stud. So the chimney actually like curves up halfway through on the wall, and Adam's gonna do a drywall return so you'll see that curve of the chimney, which I think is really cool. And then, like I mentioned, we are gonna brick that bottom bit and close that in. So eventually we can put a wood stove in if we want, because the chimney is still good. But this is all gonna get exposed, and I'll show you what that looks like. This is what the chimney looks like when it's done. So now we're in the master bedroom, which has been painted. First coat of paint on the trim and the walls. So it looks very bright and lively in here, and I love it. Can't wait till it's done. But that's all that's been done everywhere upstairs. First coat of paint on the walls, trim, and ceiling. And that's about it. This is real life, guys. I'm not cleaning up for you. Dirty clothes over here, messy bed, toys. This is pretty much the only clean space in the house that we use. Cedar's got his little shelf here. We have one plant hanging out, keeping us alive, and that's it. Do you remember the itty bitty bedroom? This is it. Adam had to rip the floor up because there was too many pieces of flooring going in all kinds of different directions. So he ripped it up, ripped the nails up, and that floor is ready to patch the floor in the other bedrooms and then come in here. So we found out that the floor is Douglas fir, not oak like we thought, which means it's a softwood, not a hardwood. And all of these little grooves in here are like worn away floor. So we're gonna have to take it down a fair bit. But the stuff that Adam took out in the other room, he planed down. So that means when we refinish the floor, we're gonna sand down all the stuff that's still down, then patch in the stuff that Adam planed into the closet, for instance, that doesn't have anything because we moved walls. And then once that's patched, then he can sand the floor again, because you typically need to do 3 sands, and then do the final coat of finish, whatever it is, I don't even know. We also left this gap here near the floor open because the walls turned out to not be insulated, which means we have to try and figure out how to insulate these walls before putting the baseboard on. And we did try doing blown-in insulation up there when we did the attic, but the machine didn't have enough force, so we're trying to source a different machine that can, I guess, push the insulation further up the wall, because we can't spray foam, which would be another option, because spray foam expands, and if you don't judge that appropriately, it can actually like blow out your walls. So we don't want to do that. And we don't want to cut holes along the walls near the ceiling, which is like the typical way that you would do blown-in insulation in an existing house, because we already have gaps by the floor from running the electrical. And so we don't want to like double up ripping out lath and plaster. Plus, upstairs is pretty much all closed in now, except this spot under the baseboard, which doesn't require any like mudding or taping or anything because it's all behind the baseboard. And it would just be an immense amount of work to cut like basically holes every stud to insulate. So we're trying to source somebody who has a machine that can do that for us. And then you guys saw Mike and Adam here, and they were insulating the attic. I'm not gonna show you, but we did put in R60 in the attic. So that's where we're at right now with the house. Still tons and tons of work to do. Adam is going to be working on that in the next couple days, because we have the garage getting built this week. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. But the guys are coming on Tuesday to demo the old one and then start doing all the groundwork and everything to put the garage up. And that means that we have to have our 200 amp service up, which means that we have to have the inspection for that, which means that all the electrical wiring and everything has to be closed in the house in order to have the inspection done, in order to make the hookup. So lots of work to get done in the next couple weeks, but I have faith in Adam. He is the best, for real. Yeah, so once all that stuff gets closed in downstairs, because everything's already closed in up here, then the next phase will be sort of putting things back together, because doing all the drywall and fixing all the holes, you're essentially just like bringing the house up to the level that it was, closing in walls essentially. So once all that's done, then we're just improving, painting, refinishing the floors, that type of thing. So that's really exciting for us. And we are also pumped to let Cedar have more space to roam, because as you can imagine, he wants to get in everything, and it's totally understandable and totally normal, but you have to have one eye on him constantly, and I can't do much else except keep an eye on him in the house, and he's super busy and super active, as you can see, and tons of fun, but it makes trying to do anything in the house very challenging because he's right in there. So that is the house tour. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you liked it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.